No, of course, Reese with the Super Six, who we work with too, and you work with Wipeout children with cancer. Shoot kids with cancer.
Wipe
What is that? What
out,
it is?
wipe out kids cancer.
Wipeout kids cancer. Same thing. The so tell us about what your group does.
So, what the Super Six and Wipeout Kids Cancer do is we set boxes, donation boxes, out at stores. Here is an example.
Yep.
We are setting out this one at Roll to Play. And what the Super Six and Wipeout Kids Cancer does, we put them boxes out at stores, and we get donations like comic books, but we also get shampoo, conditioner, sanitizer, things that children would need at the hospital when they get diagnosed with cancer. Because a child that has cancer goes in and thinks they just have a really, really bad stomach ache. But once they find out that they have cancer, they don't have everything they need to stay at the hospital.
Right.
So
Because they
we're
don't get to go back home and kind of get everything.
pack up
You
and
Right.
guys make like little overnight bags that have. Like,
So what do you call them? Buddy bags?
buddy bags.
And what are buddy bags?
Buddy bags are bags that have everything they need for their night or a week at the hospital.
Okay, and that's very nice because obviously for a kid that's got to be like an adult, it's very scary, and it's something you're not, I guess, you're not thinking when you're going in. That's what it's going to be. You're thinking it's a tummy ache or something
Yeah.
like that. So I got to think that it would be a little scary, and so you try to give them stuff that will make their time easier, and entertain them, a little bit of distraction. So the toiletries and stuff are nice because that just easy from a practical level, but you also provide them with some other stuff like toys and games. Notebooks, so they can do some writing and stuff
What
like
the
that.
doctor says, and postcards right to their family. And we were doing a group project, and my friend Lola's group, is very sick right now, but we're helping out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So,
She
well,
was kind
that's
of the inspiration for putting
Yeah.
the bags
Yeah.
together. Is my phone?
Oh yeah, you're on. Trust me.
I'm always on.
Try cackling. That'll you can always find that. So, how often do y'all do this? Do you put together the buddy bags? Because the boxes are available, like here at Roll to Play and a few other places. They're around pretty much all the time. But then you do drives occasionally too. How often do you do the drives then?
Like every month we
Okay.
try to do it.
You know what? We have a bunch of comics to give you, but I also know that after these comics, y'all shouldn't need any comics for a while. It's
Yeah, you guys
it's
get
well
lost.
over probably 1,000 or more comics that
You
y'all are
guys
gonna get.
You guys got a good haul.
We forgot to bring them
Yeah.
today, but both Tab and I, it's
We'll meet-
ridiculous. We
We'll
gotta
meet
clean
with your
out.
mom right before you guys go and drop them off. That way you guys can have everything together. But Midtown Comics out of New York.
No, we got to
not
do
even
it
in
on the
Texas.
show. We don't get credit for it from people going, "Oh, those are nice guys," unless it's on camera. See, if we do it off camera, people are like, "Oh, that's that thing that they did." They don't really. We do it on camera. People are like, "Wow, they're not total jerks,"
Well, I don't think anyone
we
thinks
look like
that
we have
about
a
me
heart.
in general, so I'm okay.
Well, then I'm worried about me. We get bonus points if we do it on air, but no, we'll make sure you get those, and so the kids can enjoy them as well. What's your favorite part about it?
Well, my favorite part is the entire process, but I think my favorite part is dropping off the buddy bags at the hospital, and we can't go inside and give them to the kids, but we can. The parents, the doctors have to check with their parents, but sometimes the doctors will take a picture of the child with their buddy bags
Oh, that's nice.
and send them to us, and that just makes us smile so big.
Okay. And Taffy, you were saying who else donated some comics?
Oh, we got some. I have a friend out in New York, Rabbi Jack, who
Shout out to Rabbi Jack.
he sends me comics just in general because he's a good guy. But he found out about this and he went and he talked to Midtown Comics, which is a very big and well-known comic shop in New York City. And so they sent over, I think it was like 400 comics that are all kid-friendly, ranging from like My Little Pony to Smurfs to I think some Mickey Mouse comics in there as well. So definitely want to thank those guys because they're not even in the state of Texas and they're still reaching out and doing what they can.
Well, we're going to talk to a little bit about the those guys you had on earlier. What were the name? Trayvon and the bald guy. You know the toy guys.
Taylor and Jeff.
Yeah,
Taylor
the
and Jeff.
Trayvon and the bald guy. I'm telling you, that's the new cop show. I'm gonna watch it.
Inappropriate.
But they were talking about possibly doing some art for us that we can auction off and raise a little bit as well. So those guys are a big help. And of course, Roll to Play is great guys, and they're helping out with you too.
Yes.
So on a lighter note, you got to go to some camps recently.
Yes.
Tell me about these, because I didn't get to come. I ended up having to work on a Saturday where I wanted to come visit. So tell us a little bit about some of the camps you went to.
Well, last week I went to robot camp. It was so
cool.
much fun.
That's so cool.
It's called Robot for You. And
Is there an age limit? Like, could I go to a robot camp? Would they let me?
I think it's like ages 7 and up.
That's stupid. I'm up.
He's up. And if you're going by mentality-wise, he's definitely 7.
There's a chance I can get away with that, yeah.
7 to like 14, 15.
I could pull off 14. But, okay. So what do you do there? That sounds awesome.
Well, your parents can buy you different kits depending on how much money you spent. But these kits, they're really big, and they have all these pieces and real screws, real bolts, real nuts, all of the stuff you need, screwdriver, and you put the pieces together. They have a motor, and I learned this really cool thing called the motherboard, and that's what keeps it's basically your robot's mind. It's really cool because
it's the one that yells at all the other little kid parts so they don't come in their room.
Exactly.
And then the dad board goes, if your mother says it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah,
just do it. But that's the dad board. So they kind of were like, we don't even need this. We could just leave a motherboard in. So, and then the grandmother board tells you you're not eating enough, you know.
Or the grandmother board pinches your cheeks.
Take more meatballs. Yeah. So,
with the right one.
see, you're learning about science here. So I believe all this
There's
is verifiable. This is all verifiable. Watch the new Cosmos with Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm sure they'll cover this as well. By the way, you should be watching that. The first episode just got released, or a preview of it. So if anybody was a fan of Carl Sagan's Cosmos back in the day, they redo it with Neil deGrasse Tyson as the host, produced by Seth MacFarlane, and it's wonderful, or at least the part I saw. Science. So, what did you build? Was it like a death ray, or like a death machine, or a death robot, or what kind of death robot did they let you build?
They let us build a BattleBot.
Okay, that's close enough. All right. So tell about this BattleBot.
Well, you have these arms and they connect to gears, and so the arms connect to the feet, which connect to the gears, and so your arms are basically punching each move you do. So
this is awesome. I really want to go to this camp.
Sounds a little bit like Real Steel.
It would be when she first said robot camp, I was thinking like you're in a tournament against killer robots and you have to win your freedom back.
It would be like Battle Royale.
And I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't have time to not to die or avoid death.
Robots are going to have an unlimited amount of stamina and cardio.
No, they have to run on a battery unless they're solar powered.
They could be solar powered. They could have double. They could run on a battery, and then once it get night and you're trying to run away from them,
and then all you do, like anything else, is take an axe to it. An axe to pretty much anything is a good way to deal with it.
They could have dolphin arms to where they just reach out really long and they get to you before you could get to them.
That's true. They also could be half animal.
Are endless.
They could be like half animal, half robot. Like the bottom half robot legs, the top half dolphin with laser eyes.
It could be like the owl from Clash of the Titans.
Oh, yeah. What was the owl's name? Archimedes, right? Artemis. That's awesome. Was it Archimedes?
I thought Archimedes.
Arca's just sword in the stone.
Stone.
That's right.
Merlin.
You knew those. You could get those. But you didn't know how many feet of metal were in a slinky. I was close. All right. So did you go to any other camps?
And not next week, but the week after that, I'm going to rock and roll camp. It's gonna teach me. It's gonna teach me how to play guitar, piano.
My parents love me.
It's okay. It's okay.
It is okay, Del.
And week after that, I am going to go to science camp at the Perot Museum.
That's awesome. I love the Perot Museum.
I still haven't been yet, but my birthday's coming up, so I'm hoping I get to go for my birthday.
Carol and I are charter members over there, as well as our mistress.
Charter
and
members.
But that was a callback. You'll learn about those later. But anyway, no, the place is absolutely amazing. It's got tons of stuff for kids to do. My favorite thing was a thing that could read brain signals and determine if what you wanted the machine to do. So like you would put your head against this metal band and it had ping pong balls and you could think like I just want a few ping pong balls to go up and the air compressor would kick on and move just a few of them, or you could think I want more ping pong balls, stronger, harder, more volume up or whatever. And the more intense you got in that thought, the more balls it would kick up into the top half, and you could say like, okay, less balls, and it would actually, but it could read what you were thinking and do it. It was really neat. And they have an engineering section where you actually get to build little robots and stuff like that. So needless to say, I had a blast because anytime they have a lot of games, and I was totally whipping the 7-year-olds' butts. Like I knew all the trivia answers way before them. But it was an absolute blast. I have so much fun. I want to do a show from there sometime.
I think we need to look into that. That would be really fun.
So you got rock and roll, you got science, and you got robots. Pretty cool.
And I also got Camp on the Lake.
That's always fun too. So you're gonna so by the end of the summer. So by the end of the summer, I want to see a guitar playing robot
standing on the lake
that can row a canoe while singing a little ballad. That's your charge by the end of the summer.
I love that face.
So start thinking about, I know.
I'm not sure if I can do that.
She's like, the first two I got, that lake thing, I don't know. So, well, Reese, we want to thank you for coming on the show again.
Thank you.
It's always a real pleasure. We're going to bring Tiffany back on the show in just a bit to cap up. Once again, tell her thank you for generously letting us be here today.
Yes.
But Reese, good work. You always make me feel lazy as an adult.
Yeah.
You've got so much. It's absolutely ridiculous, and I hate you for it. But
we also love you.
But we also love you.
Give the good with the bad.
Group
Give
hug.
the good with the bad.
So, what's your favorite R-rated movie?
Reword that.
What's your favorite movie that you're not supposed to have watched because of the rating? You can't be this good. All right, I'll make it easy for you. What's your favorite movie?
That's never easy.
Merlin or Doctor Who. Oh, the other TV shows. Okay.
Busted.
Merlin's pretty good though.
Yeah, I do.
Like that series.
Favorite movie. That's hard.
Well, I'll answer it for you. Your favorite movie is the My Little Pony movie from the 80s. And your favorite R-rated movie should always be RoboCop. Anytime somebody asks you, it's always RoboCop. Okay? And when you're old enough, we'll take you out to see RoboCop. All right, Reese, thanks for being on the show again. Make sure you check out our work with the Super Six. That's super6, the number.org. You
yeah,
can visit them online.
www.super6.
Now I'm doubting it, and I'm the one that set the website up. Yeah, there we go. We'll verify that.
Yeah, you wrote this.
But on the site you can make donations to Wipe Out Kids Cancer, and you can also we're gonna have a list of where all the buddy boxes are, so people can start dropping off donation boxes. They can see pictures of you and your friends. Which one is it? It's the Super 6. Oh well, we're so sorry. She's like, who went to Robot Camp? This girl right here. I think I know what I'm talking about. So the Super 6, the number 6.org. Make sure you check out Reese and her friends' works with the buddy bags and the Wipe Out Kids Cancer. There's a link to them as well. And what you guys are doing is great. And it shames Taff and I to know that we're not doing anything like that at all.
Yeah.
But any way that we can kind of latch onto that and make people think that we're good people by
we're doing it.
Kind of riding your coattails, you let us know, okay?
Got it.
All right, we're going to take a quick break.
Super 6.
You're watching Reese on the DELoL Show.